Hello, welcome to Flavor. I'm Kevin Reading, chef of Espuma Restaurant in Rehoboth Beach. We would like to invite you to join us as we explore interesting people and places of the Chesapeake region. From basic eats to culinary treats, we'll show you what it takes to put flavor on your table. Today we're coming to you from historic Lewes at the Lewes Dairy plant. They are renowned for their cream and other dairy products. They've also been around, family-owned, since 1922. We're going to go in and see what is the secret to their longevity.
Building or remodeling a home? Have you thought about your lighting, your lamps, your fixtures? Some say it's the lighting that makes the home. We agree. The right lighting sets different moods, defines style, and shows off a home's most prized possessions. At the Lighthouse of Lewes, the right lighting for your home awaits you. Stop by and look around the showroom, or bring in your blueprints, and we'll transform your home from the ordinary to the extraordinary. The Lighthouse of Lewes, just north of 5 Points on Highway 1.
The roots of modern creative cuisine stem from the Mediterranean region until now. 3 culinary masters invite you to partake in a delicious infusion of Mediterranean cuisine and a Spanish-influenced atmosphere. Inside each dish, common fresh ingredients melt into your mouth, causing uncommon excitement. The taste unmistakable, the evening unforgettable, the restaurant Espuma.
Make every day extraordinary. Discover Bin 66, Rehoboth Beach. We know our wines. Each is hand-selected and taste-tested to provide wines that taste good. Wines with exceptional character and affordable prices. Bin 66 searches the globe looking for the best wines, including collectibles of superb quality and vintage. These investment quality wines are sure to increase in taste and value.
Let us assist you.
Bin 66, the best selection of wines at the beach.
Spending too much time in your kitchen? Sweet Dreams Bakery and Gourmet to Go can help. From full-scale catering to convenient hors d'oeuvres and side dishes, we can provide you with unsurpassed quality while saving your valuable time. Baked oysters with spinach and Asiago, steamed shrimp with chipotle cocktail sauce, lollipop lamb chops, or whole chili roasted tenderloin. If you're looking for sweets, we have a full line of award-winning desserts, custom cakes, and chocolates. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Gourmet to Go, owned and operated by award-winning Espuma Restaurant. Dairy here with Chip Brittingham, and first of all, I'd like to thank you for joining us today.
Oh, nice having you here.
Thank you. Many of our episodes here, a lot of our chefs and our bakers have brought up Lewes Dairy, and it always seemed natural to come give a conversation with you about the quality and what goes into your product. One of the things that is so impressive, or couple of things, is I've heard a story about it being the heavy cream or the milk produced to the White House at one time. That's one thing. And the other thing was that you produce a 40% heavy cream. And that's a little unique, isn't it?
We just produce a fresh, heavy cream. There's a lot. Cream's really a small item in a lot of places, and we push it. We're a small dairy that is using that for just one of our better products. We don't have a real big market for surplus, so we do a real good job with the cream we have. And we put out a just fresh, heavy cream, and there's not that much of it really put out. This is pasteurized. It's not ultra pasteurized. It's good heavy cream, and your real chefs just can't believe it when they start using it. But we work hard to make it a top-notch product.
All right. What's the advantage to having a product that's not ultra pasteurized? Is there an advantage there, or is it just more freshness?
More freshness. More freshness.
One less process?
Well, it's the same process, but it's cooked a little more and things, and that is, I tend to change it a little bit. We're down to about just the basics of good fresh cream.
Right. Where do you service? The local area? How far out do you go?
We service really just on the Delmarva Peninsula in the Delaware and Maryland part. We run over as far as the Bay Bridge and down around Chrisfield, Snow Hill. We go up as far north as Elkin.
Right.
And our main area is just right along the peninsula here. You know.
Now, getting back to the White House story, is that rumor or is that...
Well, somebody told me one time that she worked for Barbara Bush and she had to get Lewes Dairy cream.
Right.
That sounds good, but we sell a lot of cream in Washington to a lot of the best places and the best chefs. We've had a lot of good articles in Washington on the food thing, and I can't believe they're not using it with us being that popular over there.
And that close,
you know, they're going to get on that wagon with everybody else.
Right. Well, Rehoboth in this area is kind of a playground to the Washington market, so it only would make sense. At this time of year, you also do a production of eggnog, and it's a holiday thing that to go through Thanksgiving. And
we make eggnog. We start weekend before Thanksgiving and have it up through Christmas and New Year's. And it, again, is a real good, top-notch product. It's an expensive product, but we make it real good, and of course, being fresh and local, we're just, I guess, able to really keep good tabs on it, and we really pride ourselves in our eggnog. I mean, everybody here works special just to put out this drink, that it is a big demand for it, and we work hard to make it that way.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. Maybe we can take a walk through the plant and see a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, great.
This is just where we start our line. Our bottles come in all sealed in plastic.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt.
And this puts our labels on them, and it starts down to the filler. Our tankers come in here, and we pump our milk in our storage tanks as we get ready to process.
Goes right in here?
Yeah, these are tanks, and as you can see, everything is stainless steel.
Right.
But this is just a cooler where we cool the milk as we bring it into the plant.
Oh, I see. Are there any difference between these tanks?
These are just separate storage tanks.
Okay.
You know, well, that one's 10,000 gallon, this is 3, and that's 5, and we just pump the milk and start from there, you know, it's just
okay. And it'll make its way down this way?
Yep, we come on down through here. Now, this is where we're separating cream. We're making skim milk now, so we're taking all the cream out of the milk.
Okay.
We come out here with this. This is just we process. We go up into these tanks. That's just a surge between our process and filler.
Okay.
So this is a continuous operation. You stop, change product, you know, change size bottles, your fillers, you have to do something with it.
Yeah,
that's
right.
just a surge in between.
Gotcha.
This is where we homogenize it here. This is where we're filling it. Now, we're a small operation again, and we process, bottle everything on this one filler.
Puts the caps on by itself?
Yeah. It's stacked automatically. We store it in here to our trucks get in, start loading trucks.
Well, everything you do that I've ever used is a wonderful product. So I appreciate the tour.
Okay.
And
so you want to say anything?
The roots of modern creative cuisine stem from the Mediterranean region until now. 3 culinary masters invite you to partake in a delicious infusion of Mediterranean cuisine and a Spanish-influenced atmosphere. Inside each dish, common fresh ingredients melt into your mouth, causing uncommon excitement. The taste unmistakable, the evening unforgettable, the restaurant espuma.
Before you buy any appliance anywhere else, take the Shore QSP Whirlpool KitchenAid Challenge. It assures you the best value package price in the entire market. Or you get the Whirlpool KitchenAid QSP appliance free. And when you do select a QSP rated appliance, you still get all the Whirlpool KitchenAid factory rebates and special financing, plus Shore's priority #1 in-home service. You just can't beat this offer. The Shore Appliance Connection in Salisbury. We don't make promises, we keep them.
Make every day extraordinary. Discover Bin 66, Rehoboth Beach. We know our wines. Each is hand-selected and taste-tested to provide wines that taste good. Wines with exceptional character at affordable prices. Bin 66 searches the globe looking for the best wines, including collectibles of superb quality and vintage. These investment quality wines are sure to increase in taste and value.
Let us assist you.
Bin 66, the best selection of wines at the beach.
Spending too much time in your kitchen? Sweet Dreams Bakery and Gourmet to Go can help. From full-scale catering to convenient hors d'oeuvres and side dishes, we can provide you with unsurpassed quality while saving your valuable time. Baked oysters with spinach and Asiago, steamed shrimp with chipotle cocktail sauce, lollipop lamb chops, or whole chili roasted tenderloin. If you're looking for sweets, we have a full line of award-winning desserts, custom cakes, and chocolates. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Gourmet to Go, owned and operated by award-winning Espuma Restaurant.
Hi, welcome back. Had a great trip to Lewes Dairy today. Learned a little bit about the quality of their product, and especially their cream and their eggnogs, and I'm going to do a couple things today with both. We are going to do a eggnog creme brulee. I am going to do a caramel for you. You didn't meet Nevin today, but Nevin's is the fourth generation of the dairy family, and he was mentioning something about one of the accounts that he has that makes caramel, and that there's 3 ingredients that are essential for that: a copper pot, marble to lay it out on, and Lewes Dairy, and their heavy cream especially. Well, I don't have the copper pot and I don't have the marble, but I have the secret weapon, which is the Lewes Dairy heavy cream. So what I've done to start off with is I have 2 cups of sugar, and I put 1 cup of water into a little saucepan here, and I'm starting to just boil this down until we start to have an amber color to the caramelization here. So we're going to get that rolling. I'm also going to do a ganache. I'm going to do a white chocolate ganache and maybe show you how to dip some fruit into it. Ganache is extremely versatile. You probably heard about that, about covering cakes. You can thin it out and make just sauces out of it. So I've taken 1 quart of heavy cream here. I'm going to bring that up to a boil. I've got 1 pound of white chocolate. I'm using some of the chips here, and actually my cream is pretty much done here, so very simple. It's pretty much equal portions. I'm going to go ahead and take my very hot cream. I'm going to go ahead and cover this like so, and I'm just going to take this and leave this for about 10 or 15 minutes in a warm, not overly hot spot before we mix it. You don't want to start mixing it too early, so we're going to let the heat melt the chocolate first, and then we're going to go ahead and mix that. Over here I have, for the creme brulee, I have 1 quart of the eggnog, the Lewes eggnog, and I think you probably heard today about how they run it from Thanksgiving to Christmas primarily. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Over in my other bowl here, I have 11 egg yolks and a ½ a cup of sugar. Now the eggnog is already sweetened, so you want to be real careful with that about getting it too sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and cream my egg yolks and my sugar here. And as soon as we get a good, don't want to bring this so much to a boil, but right to that point, right to the boiling point. Then we're going to temper the two, and tempering, which means is I'm going to add my hot liquid to the eggs, but I need to work quickly, adding just a little bit of the heated liquid to the egg mixture so I don't scramble my eggs. So we'll go ahead and wait for this to get going, wait for our caramel to start working, and we'll go ahead and assemble this. We're starting to get a little bit of a boil here, getting real close to our amber caramelization here. I've added a little bit of vanilla to my eggnog here, and now I'm going to add a little bit of Maker's Mark bourbon in here, just a touch, just give it a little bit of that holiday cheer. To go ahead and temper this, I'm going to go ahead and use a ladle, and small amounts I'm just going to start whisking in as not to curdle my eggs. Easy recipe, works excellent. I've got the white chocolate over there. One of my favorites is doing a white chocolate creme brulee. You would probably use a ½ a pound per quart with that, with these fabulous. Once you've tempered it like so, we're going to go ahead and add the tempered mixture back in. And creme brulee don't really cook that long because we're going to actually put this in the oven. But I do like to incorporate everything, make sure all the sugars are melted down. So for just a moment here, I'm
that going. You can see here, I want to show you inside this caramel here, we're starting to get a nice darkness to it. Perfect. If we were working with a larger amount of sugar, it would probably be good to have a little bit of a water container with the little pastry brush. And as the crystals start forming on the side, you want to eliminate that, because you can end up with a big batch of the sugar and actually end up ruining the entire batch because it recrystallizes. So, but when you're dealing with a small amount like that, it's much easier to handle. With the creme brulee, don't leave it too far. Like I said, doesn't need to cook that much. We're going to go ahead and let that cool for just a second. My caramel is getting very close, or at least my sugar is. We're going to make it into a caramel. And that's about where we want to be. If you can see in there, real bubbly, nice and dark. We're going to go ahead and take it off the heat. And it takes quite a bit of butter and a little bit of the Lewes Dairy heavy cream. I'm using a really nice Pelugra butter for this. And you can see that nice amber color. As we start adding in our butter, it'll start getting a little nice reaction there. As it first piece melts, or is just about melted, you can go ahead and add it in, stirring quickly. You do not want to get this on you, any part. Be very respectful of caramel sugars or soft cracked sugars, because if they do get on your skin, they tend to stick on there. It's probably as bad a burn as you're going to get in the kitchen. So be very respectful of dealing with caramels. Adding this butter in, little bit by little bit. As soon as one is finished. We're going to do about a stick of butter for this. For 2 cups of sugar, probably a 1/4 pound of the Pelugra butter, or whatever butter you want to use is fine. Now, once we finish with this, because it does have cream and butter in it, it's probably good to, it'll can sit out because of the amount of sugar that you have in it, but it would not be a bad idea to refrigerate it as well. So I'm just going to add just a couple more little pieces to it. It starts getting nice and thick. The heat is still extremely, extremely hot, so be careful. And let me put one more little piece in here. Yeah, I think that's a winner. Now, once we add this the cream to it, because the cream is still pretty cold, it's going to knock this temperature down greatly. We should get another big bubble here because of the coolness of the cream. I'm going to put. You're going to stir it until you actually feel it start to release and become a little more liquefied. Now, this has a little more of a liquid consistency, but when it comes to room temperature, if we chill it, it is going to become thicker again. So I'm going to do a Kahlua caramel today. So I'm just going to put in about 1 ounce of Kahlua. And that's it. Very simple. I'm going to go ahead and strain that off. For the creme brulees, I went ahead and put my mixture inside of an easy pouring container there. And the idea is to use shallow containers. You want to cook this fairly quickly. I have a preheated oven at 275. A lot of people use a hot water bath. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm going to cook them pretty quickly, so I'm not going to use one. But you have to be really on top of it, because in 3-4 minute span, you go from having perfect to kind of a scrambled egg type of thing, and you don't want that. So if you also want to put the water in, go ahead and put the pan in first, and then take a container or a pitcher, and then add your water. And if you're using water, you probably want to come up about halfway up on the ramekins. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. The smell is wonderful here. I have my oven at 275. We're going to go ahead and place this in. Because we're putting it in, you can put this in from a cold stage,
or hot stage. I mean, it's certainly going to cook faster if it's already heated up. So we're going to come back in about 20 minutes, and it should be just about perfect. And I'll show you how to test it. The ganache here, I've had sitting with the cream. It's been for about 15, 20 minutes. This is not going to be as dramatic as if we were doing a dark chocolate ganache because the color would just come straight through the cream. It's hard to really tell when you're dealing with the white chocolate like this, but I can see it up close here and how nice it's looking, and that'd be easy to pour there. Also had a little dark ganache that we had already done. I just added a little bit of cream to it and have that over here. I just wanted to show you. I would probably use this white. It's a little looser. I'd probably, as it cools, I'll probably use this one as a sauce. And I just took and cut up a few pears here. You can use any fruit. It's pretty much what I had today. And I just wanted to, I went ahead and skewered these a little bit, and I just wanted to show you how nice they are. Strawberries are a winner, of course. What you could do is you could actually dip into the white chocolate first, and then put them on a sheet tray, let them cool, chocolate will get hard, and then go back and dip them into the dark chocolate. Because if you see right there, that is a great way to serve a nice dessert. Maybe put a couple of nice pieces of fruit on a nice dessert as a garnish, or just kind of have pear lollipops. You can do that. Just wanted to show you we're still like 5 minutes away from being done, but I want to shake the pan here a little bit. And if you notice that there's in every oven sometimes have a hot spot or two, you'll see that this one's just about set up, but this one over here is still a little loose. So what a good idea to do would be to go ahead and rotate that for the last 5 to 10 minutes of cooking, and that will give you a more even distribution of your heat. Over here, I've gone ahead and cooled down our garnish here. We have our caramel. We have a pear tart. It's got a frangipane center. Mr. Hooven at Sweet Dreams Bakery helped me with that one today. I'm just going to take our white chocolate sauce, and you're probably not going to see this greatly because of the white plate, but I'm just going to put a little drizzle to the side there of the white chocolate. With the caramel, I'm going to get jiggy with it, get crazy. And this is a clue of caramel, which is wonderful. And with our little pear chocolates, I'm just going to go ahead and garnish them over to the side here like that. And that's something a little different. Looks great. I think we're just about finished here with the creme brulee. I just want to show you as we pull this out that the custard has risen a little bit. Got a little bit of puffiness around the outside. There's still a little bit of movement in the center, but as it cools, that'll go ahead and set all the way through. I'm going to put these in the walk-in, about 5 or 10 minutes. Let it cool down. I've already done one ahead of time, so we're going to pull that out, and I'm going to show you how to brulee it. We have taken a little bit of sugar in the raw, and I've mixed it with nutmeg. And we're going to go ahead and top the creme brulee with it, kind of give us a nice even movement on it. Got our handy torch here. Every home should have one. And we're just going to go ahead and caramelize the sugar. Try to move it all in different areas here, even where the sugar's not. It'll brown the custard a little bit. And that's the idea. That sugar will set up. You want it brown, not burnt. And that's the idea. Have a nice creme brulee there. We'd like to thank Lewes Dairy for allowing us to come and take a visit today. Hope you enjoyed our eggnog creme brulee. I think we did a nice caramel that we did with the pear tart. We did the ganache dip pears.
Hopefully you found something exciting that you'll be able to use in your kitchen. So we'll see you next week.
Building or remodeling a home? Have you thought about your lighting, your lamps, your fixtures? Some say it's the lighting that makes the home. We agree. The right lighting sets different moods, defines style, and shows off a home's most prized possessions. At the Lighthouse of Lewes, the right lighting for your home awaits you. Stop by and look around the showroom, or bring in your blueprints, and we'll transform your home from the ordinary to the extraordinary. The Lighthouse of Lewes, just north of 5 Point Highway 1.
Spending too much time in your kitchen? Sweet Dreams Bakery and Gourmet to Go can help. From full-scale catering to convenient hors d'oeuvres and side dishes, we can provide you with unsurpassed quality while saving your valuable time. Baked oysters with spinach and Asiago, steamed shrimp with chipotle cocktail sauce, lollipop lamb chops, or whole chili roasted tenderloin. If you're looking for sweets, we have a full line of award-winning desserts, custom cakes, and chocolates. Sweet Dreams Bakery and Gourmet to Go, owned and operated by award-winning Espuma Restaurant.
The roots of modern creative cuisine stem from the Mediterranean region. Until now, three culinary masters invite you to partake in a delicious infusion of Mediterranean cuisine and a Spanish-influenced atmosphere. Inside each dish, common fresh ingredients melt into your mouth, causing uncommon excitement. The taste unmistakable, the evening unforgettable. The restaurant Espuma.
Before you buy any appliance anywhere else, take the Sure QSP Frigidaire Challenge. It assures you the best value package price in the entire market. Or you get the Frigidaire QSP appliance free. And when you do select a QSP rated appliance, you still get all the Frigidaire factory rebates and special financing, plus Sure's priority #1 in-home service. You just can't beat this offer. The Sure Appliance Connection in Salisbury. We don't make promises, we keep them.
Welcome back to Bin 66. I want to talk to you today about Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is a grape that originated in France many, many centuries ago that has since been brought to America and planted in California, Oregon, and Washington. Recently, the 2001 vintage of Pinot Noir out of California has been just spectacular. As a whole, this vintage scored 94 points across the board. This is the best score for Pinot Noir out of California since 1995. So we need to take a look at these seriously because this is one vintage that really shows off the grape's diversity. There's a full line of Pinot Noirs from the California region, and no matter what your price point may be, you're going to find that Pinot Noirs are absolutely delicious, full-bodied, full of flavors, berries, cherries, herbal notes. So find yourself a 2001 Pinot Noir and find a delicious wine. Thank you for visiting us again at Bin 66. We'll see you next time.
I hope we've given you a few ideas to put flavor on your menu. Dare to explore your culinary horizon. I'm Kevin Reading. We'll see you next week. If you're interested in advertising, or if maybe you know somebody that would be great to interview on this show, please contact us.